Hey, what's going on everybody? Brett here, and I'm back with our Battle Brothers Beast and Exploration DLC Let's Play. Picking up where we left off last time, we're on day 126. It's dawn. And we're chilling at Wolf's Wall. We just restocked on Warhounds. It's a whole nother day for me, so my memory's a little foggy, but yeah, we distributed the War Dogs, that was good. We made some of these protective runes and sigils, that was cool, as well as the acid flask. So we got a few things done yesterday. I went ahead, okay, so this is something good. I went ahead and renamed Greenphobe Oz after one of our subscribers who decided to take the name. I warned him ahead of time, look, I might keep the Ballless just because it's made me laugh pretty much every time I've read it. He is a eunuch. That's why he's the Ballless. So Oz the Ballless, hopefully that's not bothersome to you, because I think it's hilarious. You're also about to hit level 11, which is great. Let's see, what else? So, at the end of yesterday's episode, I was debating whether or not to jump into the war. We got a quest, or a contract, that seemed perfect at first glance. It was for us to come up here, raid, attack, and things like that. But then I took stock before taking it and realized that 3 of these cities are amazing. Horngard, Eichenberg, and Windfest are amazing cities, and we don't even Brookstad is really good, with a taxidermist, a Fletcher, a temple, and a tavern. I also came down here before I started the video today and realized that Saxdorf and Holdishvan or Scholn has been like taken by House, let's look at the names, Grimmond. Grimmond is huge. They're also our most favorable faction. And then I came down and looked, I was like, okay, so if they've taken Saxdorf and they've taken Holdishvan, then what do they have left? And the answer is almost nothing. That's a Fletcher, a tavern and a harbor, which is basically nothing, and another Fletcher, an armor training hall tavern. So if there's anyone we want to join the war against, it's these guys. It's House Growl. So we're going to move up to Steinwall and make like a little pass around and see if we can't get a quest or a contract to fight House Growl. We're neutral with them, pretty much as neutral with them as we are with Steinwall. The only real negative to that is how close they are to what I think is an area that we're going to quest in a lot. And by quest, I mean just kind of adventure into the great unknown. But in the same way, I mean, this house here is very close to the north, which is kind of a huge chunk of unexplored land for us. So yeah, I think we're going to try and take a contract that enables us to get into war against House Growl. So for those of you who are curious, you know, that was my thought process. These 3 cities are amazing. There's weaponsmiths and armorers and like all of them, as well as taxidermists, you know. And then they're kind of filled by Brookstad with some of the other Fletchers, taxidermists, stuff like that. So yeah, this is like a super powerful hub of buying and selling weapons and armor in the late game, which is what we're going to need. So let's move up to Tarsdorf. Actually, let me check Wolf's Wall real quick. I don't remember if I gave it a proper once over, but we have enough tools, we have enough food. We can honestly sell some of our ingredients, just a few. Just a few. Just to put our gold up a little bit higher. 6 more days. Yeah, that feels good. Alright, let's head out to Tarsdorf, the worst city on the map. It's also located in a swamp, which, as someone from Louisiana, I understand why that makes it pretty unlovable place. Mosquitoes and undead all together. They also have a lot of ruins. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, I was going to say, if they have the rebuilding effort, and then if we came into here, our wood is worth a lot, but it's really not worth that much. Interesting. It's been recently conquered. Let's check out what the like the noble contract is. Okay, there's a war. Kind of reading it to myself. A great battle, you say? We can accept this. It's against House Grimond, which is not the house we want to fight. I'll decline that contract. 3 days south. Nope. Nope, we're going north. We're going north. And we're going to head to Brookstadt, which is a pretty decent city. Yeah, it seems like they're very much at war with House Grimond. They keep taking territory back and forth from each other. But I'm hoping we'll get a quest to go and raid Growl. Is more what I'm looking for. And they are just in tough shape. Ambush trade routes, warehouse burned down, terrified villagers. We did most of our taxidermy business recently. See if they have decent prices for us. No. These are the absolute worst prices I've ever seen anywhere. We bought this for 3,600 and this is 8,470. So yeah, it's pretty awful. Let's see what they want us to do. Go Surfoot. Okay. Secure Hollow Bones Crypt. Okay. Say we need some time to think about it. That might be an okay little thing for us to do while we're here. How many crowns are we talking, buddy? Deliver cargo about a day northeast. So we could do the first quest and then come back and get this one, and they'll pay us to travel. So that could be the call. I accept the contract. And it's right over here. It's another swamp battle, probably with the undead. That kind of sucks. That's not what I'm feeling. Oh, and I think we had a level. We had a level we needed to do. Ragnar. Our boy Ragnar. Alright, let's check him out. What did he get? A 4 roll and range skill is great. Also in fatigue is something he desperately needed. And I think I'm leaning towards HP over range defense, even though that's a decent roll. If this was a 3, I would take Resolve, just because he is our Bannerman. And this is also really not a bad roll in Initiative if he had Dodge. But I'm going to take the 4 hit points, try and get him up to 70. And we can go ahead and look at his perks, see what we want to take. And I think Brawny, probably. He's having a bit of problems with fatigue and initiative, and this should help. And it'll help us put him into better armor. Also, he doesn't have any of the defensive perks that I kind of preach about a little bit. Yeah, he has none of like 9 Lives, Colossus, Underdog, Battleforge, all those types of abilities. I feel like you really want one of them. So I think here we're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to get, not take advantage of it, but we're going to try and fill that gap, that weakness. And we'll get him 9 lives right now, better late than never. His fatigue is fine for this level, but once we put him in like, you know, Lamellar armor, his fatigue is going to like just sink. And we're going to need to get Brawny. So Brawny probably, and then we're kind of, the last one is sort of up for grabs. We'll see. Alright, this is pretty lame. Now we have to wait around because it's nighttime. See if anyone tries to run. We can't see the garrison. Oh, it looks like someone did leave but then came back. Interesting. Alright guys, let's jump in. It's morning time. Just as Raven of Brookstadt suspected, there are grave robbers trundling about the tombstones. You stop them mid-dig and ask them if they have any last words before they join their victims in the mud. One of them pleads for mercy, stating that he's got a treasure map he'll exchange for all their lives. Interesting. A treasure map, you say? I'm inclined to kill them all for experience sake. But if we still are able to finish our quest and we get a treasure map, that could be cool. Let's try it out. This could be bad, guys. This could be a stupid thing to do. I don't think I've ever had this particular dilemma. So if you know what happens already and you're cringing, yeah, sorry about that. But I think, yeah, we're going to do it for the sake of the video. When you were a kid, you used to go on treasure hunts all the time. It's oddly thrilling. You don't know why, but the allure of revisiting that old adventure has you letting the men go. In return, they show you the map, which reveals collapsed dwellings, the location of a hidden cache of who knows. All you really know is that it's due northeast from where you stand. See, this is kind of aggravating because it's some place that we probably would have just found. I don't know if this is like something that just appeared just because we did that line of questing, or if this is something that would have appeared had we just simply walked here, or if it's also potentially something that maybe now it's guaranteed for us to have some kind of treasure. Okay, he knows that we didn't kill the robbers and he didn't pay us. That sucks. Well, let's come up here and do this. There better be some kind of treasure up here, otherwise it's going to be pretty aggravating. Because we just missed out on, you know, probably a couple thousand crowns based on like the loot we would have gotten, plus the quest, plus the reputation we would have accrued, plus the experience a few of our brothers are near leveling. So if this doesn't have like a legendary item or something, we're going to have missed out on quite a lot. Didn't take a lot of time though. And now 28. Awesome. So this is going to fulfill our ambition, guys. I've been kind of despairing a little bit because that ambition has been seeming like farther and farther away every time we get into a fight with 21 enemies or something like that. But this is going to be perfect. And we're just passing with all of our archers, which means we don't get overwhelmed when we shoot. But that's alright. We just need to get Hondo down here to start drawing a lot of these Zombonis away from us. No good high ground to take, which is unfortunate. I usually love it when there's like one little area you can step up on like this. And we can't see much. We can certainly... is this going to be like massive amounts of zombies? Because that would be fun, but not very challenging, I don't think. Wow, really just a ton of zombies. And we want to prioritize the ones that have weapons. Especially scary weapons. Crossbowmen should be targeting the ones that have armor. Alrighty. It's just all about focus. Gotta make sure we're focusing the same targets. Probably not necessary to spear wall quite yet, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna move Lance up one just to help cover Raymond. There's something about this formation that's a little off, and we'll certainly fix it at some point. Lance is also one level away from becoming our second Lone Wolf, who's gonna start battle on the top side, and then when the battle starts, we'll have two avenues of rushing the enemy. Look how many guys Hondo is single-handedly like pulling off of the main fight. Alright, there's the Necromancer. Yeah, we just need someone to get into melee with Hondo. That way he can take some of his attacks. There we go. Now we can split and kill two of them, and if they try and triple surround us, I can't believe he just had a resolve check. Alright. Well. There we go. Put some damage on them that way when they try and jump into the spear wall, they get wrecked. And they think since they've got him pinned down that he's like good. But he'll be free in just a moment here, hopefully. I would anticipate him being able to get a double kill here. Yeah. And that's how he's supposed to do it. Guys, if I sound a little out of it, I kind of am. I mentioned yesterday that almost everyone in my house is currently very sick and like throwing up and stuff. And I've unfortunately caught it. Whatever it is, whatever this bug is, I've got it. Whew, and I do not feel 100%, but I'm loving this game. Video games is something that I've always done when I'm feeling bad. So even if I wasn't recording for y'all, I would still be probably playing some Battle Brothers. Alright, 4. Boy, that's pretty annoying. Got to get rid of the pitchforks. The pitchforks, of course, have a distance of 2 that they can stand. Alright, Berserk procs. I kind of want to just take shots at these guys in these groups. And if we get lucky and hit one, we're just like, awesome. And if we don't, we're probably still hitting a zombie. And this is pretty dangerous, having the Geist come down here and target Hondo. We've already seen his resolve somewhat waver. Alright, we just don't have the fatigue, I guess, to reload, or the action points. Yeah, we don't have quite enough action points. Nice. Oh, and he broke through. That's okay. All that does is give Aerosol something to hit. And boy, is Aerosol good at hitting stuff. So, not worried about it. Just the pitchforks down here. I'm going to pass with him in the hopes that, yeah, that sucked. The hopes that we could clear out this Wurderganger and then spear wall back up, but that's just not going to be the case. Nice. Here we go. Beautiful. That's a 3-fer. Spear wall back up. Big slam from Lance. And the zombies are, of course, going down super easy. It's more the Geist that I think we should be a little bit worried about. They haven't started screaming yet. But they will soon. And I'm mostly worried about Hondo and that he may try to run. Yeah. There he goes. They got him running. Which sucks. We really need to get him some better resolve, I guess. Damn Necromancer is making this take forever. Luckily, Hondo was able to kill lots of them before the battle essentially even started. Alright. Now we're going to start moving forward. We can reload Raymond and shoot again, I think. Yeah, we're going to move forward and start crushing zombies. We need to start tying down these Geists and killing them. They are essentially the only threat on the battlefield right now. We'll take the easy kill just to free up our melee bros. And we could always drop dogs if we honestly thought we were in like a bad situation. But we're fine. Step up here and try and kill the Geist, and we got it. Feels good, and we got that zombie as well. We can move forward one and take the shot. Reload. Pass, pass, pass. I can't see like that tree in the way, so I keep thinking I'm good to go, but I'm not. Yeah. So he's going to take a shot from a weaponless zombie, which is essentially nothing to him. And we need to reload Raymond. Boom. So what can we do? Yeah, that felt good. Move forward 1. And we need to expect some of them to resurrect and potentially like throw us around, make our backline vulnerable, but they're not strong enough to really even mess with our backline. So having a guy like show up right behind us isn't all that scary. Yeah, this is the only scary thing, and we should be able to handle this relatively easy. We need to get Ragnar's banner out and have him rally. Alright. Okay, Ragnar. Pull that out. And we rallied. Man, we could have moved 1 and got a little closer. Okay, we can move 1 and rally. There we go. So we brought Lance back from the brink. That's important. And we're just narrowing down these guys. We're getting closer and closer to them. Perfect. Alright, Hondo's back in the game, and let's tuck him. We'll tuck him in next to our Bannerman. And we can hit both of these. Perfect. And that kill gives Lance some resolve back. And we can come here and tie down that Geist as well. So yeah, this wasn't a particularly hard fight from the sense of like the quality of the units we're fighting. But the sheer numbers here. Okay, we're still good. Yep, we can clear him out. And that puts our other brothers more free to move. Alright, no big deal. May want to do a quick count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can't see 1 enemy. Unless I'm miscounting, which is a possibility. Yep, there he is. So he's back here. Just another armored zombie. Super interesting that they keep like little bodyguards. I almost feel like whoever programs the AI or whatever realized how much stronger this group is if they don't leave their... Oh, that sucked. If they don't leave the Necromancer exposed, the undead become a lot scarier because they're able to get way more benefit from the Necromancer if he's not so vulnerable. Because they may have done this in the base game, but I don't quite remember that. They do it every single battle, and it seems quite intentional. And it always seems to be kind of the strongest ones held in reserve. As long as nobody runs, we're fine. Feels good. And every time we get to kill one of those, we're just increasing our morale even higher, or our resolve. Dang. Nice, burn free coming through. Perfect. Now we can move in, start doing damage. Take a shot at the Necromancer. Now it's just a matter of getting in, getting this around. Try not to be too impatient so you don't make some kind of like goofy, stupid move. Because it's not like we can't lose a brother here. These are actual armored zombies with weapons. Get in, take a stab. Ooh, Raymond misses. Alright. Can we use any of our AoE attacks without hitting our own brothers? I don't think we can. So let's just try and smash the one that has the shield. Switch to a pike. Down he goes. And we currently don't actually have the Necromancer tied down in combat, so we need to make that happen. And there we go. Get Hondo in here. Oh, and he pushed us out. Smart move from the AI. So the Necromancer is free to run if he wants. We could always drop a dog there. I don't think that's quite necessary. How is this zombie faster than us? Are we just that tired at this point? And he doesn't move. I think if I was him, I'd be looking to get the heck out of here. That's not where I meant to move. I meant to move here. But that's okay. They go down. Alright guys, if we don't get legendary fat treasure from this, I'm going to be pretty upset. 1, 2, 3, look. And we didn't really. We got a lot of crowns. This is worth a ton. Ancient gold coins. This is worth a little bit. This is worth a decent amount. And so is silverware. So we didn't get loot, which is what I was hoping for. Dang it. I mean, that paid us probably less than we would have gotten had we just done the quest the way they wanted us to. It's pretty lame. But we did get some levels. And Isaac the Stoic is now at his good old max. Level 11. Another terrible roll in melee skill. This is why you're a spear, bro. We'll take 3 fatigue. That's pretty good. His resolve is decent. I mean, we can give him +4 and then take the necklace from him and give it to somebody else. We'll take a 4 roll there, and that's basically 5 health thanks to Colossus. And we now have 2 perk points to spend, and you are now and forever a spear, bro. You just never got there. Spear, bro, plus... Steel Brow is good. But I think we're going to give him our bags and belts. He's going to be our first experiment with this perk. And there he goes. We have 2 more options there to carry. And I think we're going to give him an antidote. And we'll hold on to the acid flask. We'll know when we're about to enter a fight that we want to use that in. So let's hold off on that, but we can give him the holy water maybe. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. So, guys, there may have been something better to give him. Rotation might have been fine. Steel Brow, I think, was probably the optimal choice. Even having 9 lives plus Colossus makes him very tanky. Overwhelm can be okay on a spear, bro, but his initiative is terrible, so he'll probably never go first. You know, there are a lot of different things we could have done, but I think this is fine. We're experimenting. I like having extra items, even if it's only on one person. And Oz has leveled. Awesome 4-roll and range skill. We will take that all day long. And we have a chance to get his resolve organically above 50, which feels pretty good. And he also has Colossus because he was originally a spear bro. What do we want? Currently has 70 HP, which is kind of like my minimum. So I'm not really feeling that roll. I think we can honestly just take a 3 in melee defense. Call that good in case he's ever engaged upon in melee. And now we have a chance to take Executioner to round that out. And what do we take now? Because he already has Colossus. He doesn't need 9 lives. Oz, Oz, Oz. He also has Overwhelm because he has very high initiative thanks to his dodge trait plus Brawny. Brawny's helping it and dodge is giving him much better stats than this. Rotation, another bags and belts. Kind of like just getting something like Headhunter. Oh, he doesn't have quick hands. That's a big deal. We gotta go quick hands. That's what I was missing. Alright. Oz, you are done, buddy. And now, I think we're just gonna head up to Windfest. There was a quest there that would pay us a Brigand Leader. So we took no damage from that last fight. I think this is a fight we can easily take. And I was kind of wondering to myself why our brothers were so easily terrified in that last fight. It's because their morale is like somewhat low. I think that weakens their resolve, their possible resolve in combat. So Highwayman's Hideout has a leader, so there may be some good loot there. So we're going to go take that fight. And maybe we could take something good off the leader. I feel like it's been forever since I fought some good, honest bandits. And we're going to let them move forward. Throw out some javelins. This is the most dangerous, this Warbrand. We're going to look to take that dude out with our archery pretty soon. And they're using 2 of their shield guys to protect their archers, but him not anymore. Let's see if we can nail him. And we did. Casper the Cut Purse has decent armor and a decent helmet, but his weapon absolutely sucks. Wow. Good job, AI. You messed up all of our shots. It's the least scary of the archer, but we'll still take that shot. Hopefully we would have gotten the kill. That's okay. Spear wall engaged. And Hondo. This right here gives him Lone Wolf, and that's all we need to move, because I think we're going to move Lance up 1. Yeah, we just need to make sure we're out of that range. Man, no good targets. The AI advanced like in the perfect way to deny our archers. Because now that dude with the Warbrand is going to be able to get into melee. If he can get past our spear wall. Alright, the javelin's missed. Feels good. Nice. Let's take a shot up here. Yeah, we'll probably get lucky and hit that guy is what I was thinking. And they're missing everything, which is great. Yeah, he made it through after spear walling. Some overwhelm, double overwhelm going off on us. Good shot. Nailed it. Big shot there. Perfect. And this is how our backline is supposed to operate, guys. This is not a coincidence that we're getting all of these kills and nailing these guys. We have become efficient killing machines. And I think we need to start moving out, because I would not be surprised to see a mass rout incoming. We'll pin that one guy down, and can we get up here? Yes, we can. There's only essentially 2 enemies left for us to fight, and we want to make sure they don't escape, because the leader is the one most likely to have fat loot. So we'll take the high ground here. And next turn we'll get in on this leader and see what we can see. Dang. Can we get a shot? We cannot. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him run, but instead he engages on us and switches weapons, which is pretty risky. And we would like to get his armor. It's a decent piece of armor. It's a 230. It would replace Yaku's armor. Is there a shrub here protecting this dude? There is. That's pretty annoying. He's in a really strong position. He only has 3 spots available to attack him. Okay. We're going to get in there with Lance. Voted most likely to kill a brigand leader in high school. And now we can take a big swing here. And we nail both of them. Awesome. Yeah, we need to go around. And get our archers behind them. And I think honestly we're just going to ignore trying to get that armor. We may get it on accident anyway. Alright, riposte, I see you. And we could take a shot on the leader. He is using a heater shield. Heater shields are a bit less effective against ranged fire as opposed to a kite shield. But the kite shield, the guy using it is also, I did not mean to move him there, is also using shield wall. So very difficult to hit him with any kind of ranged attack. Alright, we're going to beat him down. Oh, he missed both. Okay. That was a chance, honestly, to like kill both of them. That would have been pretty sweet. We're almost in there. Okay. Big swing, and riposte, we miss again. They're both using shield wall. Just helping them out a lot. Wow, I didn't mean to do that either. Talking too much, making goofy mistakes. Didn't mean to put Aerosol here, that's kind of messing us up a little bit. But that feels good. I think we just put triple overwhelm on him, so the odds of him hitting anyone is super low. Let's move him out of there. Alright, same old strat. Yeah, he's fleeing now, so his riposte shield wall doesn't mean anything. And we should be able to get the kill here. Nope. Take a shot. And Lance just brigand pounds them as usual. And what do we get? We got this helmet. It's probably an upgrade for one of our crossbowmen. We got the War Brand, which is something decent to sell. So no legendary loot, unfortunately. Just a ton of junk we can sell. Decent amount of tools as well, which is nice. So let's head over to Windfest. Get in there. All of these footprints. They're hiring lots of mercenary companies to go out and fight. Are the prices here good? they're medium. They're pretty medium. So I think we can afford to sell, especially the cheap stuff. Of which we have plenty. We'll hold on to that for now. Let's organize that a bit better. So we're just going to sell. I think we're going to sell everything. Just get it out of our inventory. That'll put us in the black nicely so we can just buy as many tools and supplies, real supplies that we need. Get rid of all this silver. Keep a spear for a potential spear bro. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, let's get some tools. And we can pop over to... Actually, we need a little more food to be in the safe zone. We have a lot of beer, but we can buy some more. Because we'll run out of one of them in a second. So they have an armor and a workshop here. No Saleh helmets, that sucks. But they are very well stocked. And their prices are decent. They're not great, but they're decent. We've seen Coat of Scales over 10k before. So that's basically what I mean by decent. Let's check out our crossbowmen. They're currently rocking 115 helmets. And this is a 130. It has -1 vision, but -1 vision doesn't hinder crossbowmen. It only hinders archers. So that's all fine. But no Saleh helmet. The padded kettle hat, is that the best? No. Padded flat top helmet may be the best crossbowman helmet. 150 -1 vision. Once you get higher than this, I think everything is -2 vision. Okay. I think we're good in the armor. Let's go into the weaponsmith and see what kind of cool weapons they might have. Lots of hammers. A bill hook. These prices aren't great. They're really not great. I would love to get a bill hook for one of our brothers. It would be a pretty decent upgrade. It's a very scary weapon, but it's kind of a waste, I think, at this point. And there are no contracts here at all. Yeah, let's drink a little bit, get our guys good to go. Okay. Nothing for us there. We checked this already. There's just a dog, essentially. And we can look here to see if there's any great backgrounds. The Disowned Noble's really not bad. It's kind of a upper mid-tier background. Anyone else? Sellsword is a really good background. It's a top tier. But he's also very expensive because he comes very highly leveled. So we're going to pass on that, and we're going to try and get up to here to a city that can give us a contract. So we can make money while we're making money. Come on, let me get there before nighttime. Barely. Our first, well, not our first, but one of our only triple skull contracts. We haven't seen a ton of those. Oh, the prices on tools here are excellent. But selling here is garbage. So I'm kind of glad we dumped off a lot of our stuff before we got here. Okay, check the armor. No. Oh, they have a Saleh helmet. Yes, and we're going to buy it. We're going to buy it, no doubt. The prices here are better than at the last place, for sure. But their best armor looks like it's the footman's armor. Oh no, it's the reinforced mail hauberk and the scale armor. Just kind of weirdly out of order there. But yeah, let's take this. It's also a good price on the padded flat top, but we'll probably get one of those just from fighting eventually. So a nice pickup there. That's why you always check. So we have Ramen here using a 90 durability closed mail coif, and we're going to upgrade him. That's 30 extra durability with no reduced visibility whatsoever. Just 1 increased fatigue, which is nothing. But our archers are now, helmet-wise, they're good. That's a pretty nice upgrade. I'm happy to have that. Sell that there. Sell that and call it good. Taxidermist, we're still good on that, of course. Alright, let's check this contract and see what we've gotten. Excuse me. Alright. Is this the siege? That's a lot of crowns. It's almost 6k. Wolf's Wall? I think that's the wrong place. Yeah, they want us to help take Wolf's Wall. Dang it. It's a lot of crowns, though. Thief stole this dude's arcane knowledge. Follow the tracks, return the tome of arcane knowledge. We'll accept this. It's kind of a little nothing quest. We need to follow the tracks. It's probably just going to be some raiders. But yeah, here we go. We've been waiting for this. The ambition fulfilled. So after the fight, Hondo the Brutal sits gazing at his feet, looking completely knackered, as do the others. That was the battle I was born to fight. Now if I die, it will be alongside the bravest and deadliest bunch of men I've ever known, and I'm proud to call them my brothers. This is met with a chorus of weary assent all round. Peasants talk of sweat, blood, and tears, but the men of the sons of Verona have walked through fire and prevailed. 3 times the men shout the company name, tired but victorious. In the days to come you find that wherever civilized people gather, they point you out and whisper. Whether in fear or admiration you do not know. Everywhere you go, word of your mighty victory has traveled the land before you. Awesome. So we should get an opportunity to pick up one more ambition soon, and our renown should be pretty high. So it's nighttime. These are thieves. They're pretty easy. So they have some their own marksmen. So we'll wait till daytime to engage them. There we go. It's dawn. Every time I read Dawn, all I can think about is Gandalf saying, like, look for me, dawn, the light of the first day. Could have just waited for them to step forward, but I was really, I really wanted to get that guy. If we could pick off some of these crossbowmen, that would be great, but the AI is just so good at covering their archers. The odds of us being able to get like a free pick are pretty close to 0. Come on, give me the kill. Would have been better to target him. So we're fighting in the snow. I like it as just kind of a visual change. It feels good. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Quality miss, I'll take it. So this is not deep snow, but it does take, you'll see here it costs 3 AP and 6 fatigue to traverse, whereas Cobblestone Road is only 2 and 2. But there's also, I think there are areas of deep snow, which perhaps aren't on this particular map. But if I remember correctly, they're even more costly to traverse. Man, what a crappy miss. See, that was light snow, which is different. We do currently have Lone Wolf, so we'll chill there. Spear wall. Let's let them come. Hopefully they'll expose some of their crossbowmen. Almost one-shot Ramen. That's unbelievable. Alright. You asked for it. We're not going to even give you a chance now. We may just want to run with Ramen. I mean, he takes even a single shot of anything and he's dead. If we lost a brother in this like ridiculous little raider brigand fight, I would be pretty sad. So let's hightail it out of here. Man, I was really hoping for a one-shot there. He does have our heavy crossbow, so I thought the odds were pretty high. Get smashed. Perfect. Yeah, y'all not going anywhere. Actually, a little aggravated. I feel like I'm taking my frustration out on these poor brigands. Never happy when you almost see a brother get like one-shotted. That feels pretty bad. And we're going to tie them down here to make sure that they don't attempt to run and catch up to Ramen. Also, I don't think there are any other archers on the battlefield, so this is safe to do. Yeah. And they have doubles. Well, okay. He has a shield wall up, but he has a kite shield, so really no good options to shoot at. Yes, fight Hondo. That's good. He looks pretty frail, if you ask me. Still get him into a position to fire. Just because he's injured doesn't mean we can't use him. Alright, Arzel. Nope. Shield wall is being effective. Dang. Every time you can hear the kind of whoosh sound of the great sword pass by. Can't even imagine being in combat, real combat against a weapon like that. It'd be absolutely terrifying. Another guy just swinging with all his might this giant razor sharp bar of steel. Yeah, no thanks. And we will absolutely run you down. No one leaves this place alive who isn't a Sons of Verona. Like, how bad would it have been if Ragnar just got one-shotted by some, like, nobody peasant? There we go. It's going to cost us a lot in medicine to bring him back up from almost nothing. It's pretty expensive. Get him. Almost. There we go. He tries to run, and he gets cut down. What do we get? Almost nothing. Just a bunch of junk we can sell. Fine, fine, fine. We head back and hope to heal up nicely in the time it takes to do that. This guy had arcane knowledge, whatever that means. It sounds like someone stole like his Hustler magazines. And we'll take him back to him. I imagine those are probably pretty hard to come by in this day and age. So like, you're not going to trick me, man. I know what arcane knowledge really is. The prices here are pretty medium-ish. And we'll just dunk off a bunch of this stuff we don't need, don't want, don't care. Clear out our inventory. Okay. One last pass at the armory. What do we got? What do we got? I want this Barbute. Someone gave me a bit better of a pronunciation of this. To me, to my eyes, it looks like Barbute. That's like what makes sense to me. But if it's Barbute, that would be fine as well. Scale armor would be nice to grab. I don't think there's anything we absolutely need to get, but this is a great price on a reinforced mail hauberk. So I think we're going to take that. It'll go straight to Yaku, who suffers from fatigue problems, but it doesn't. It's not really any worse. And we can give this over here to Egil. So now we have dire wolves on either side. And do we have anyone who's currently not using... Okay. Yep, all good. We can come in here and sell off this basic mail. Alright, call that good. So we're almost running out of time for today's episode. But I would like to have a bit of direction for tomorrow. So let's see if we can get ourselves a quest here. They have some barracks. If you were to attack this place, it would probably be really bad. No contracts. Alright, we're just getting like horribly unlucky. Up in the frozen north. Yeah, I'm starting. I think this is the best crossbow helmet in the game. We'll keep an eye out for something better than that. If you absolutely know that there's something better than that, let me know in the comments. That way I'm aware of it too. No real weapons we want. We already have one of these fencing swords in reserve in case we pick up like a sword master. If we come into one of these cities and we see a sword master in here, we will we'll prioritize it pretty hard. We'll go out and make as many crowns as we can, come back and hire them for sure. Keep our spirits euphoric. Check the prices on tools and things. Not bad. Anything broken? Okay, so we're gonna buy this, guys. It's giving us a chance to buy one of these flat tops at half price. So we're not gonna pass that up. That's pretty sweet. So we can come into here and we can give this to Ragnar. Yeah, that feels good. It kind of makes me want to just complete the set so we don't ever have to think about our archers' helmets anymore. But it's 1,000 crowns and we're currently not exactly swimming in crowns. So we'll give ourselves a few more days worth. Selling off the stuff we really don't need at the moment. And I'm still hoping to trigger that event with Egil and the quality wood. Just hasn't happened quite yet. The board has changed. So Growl ended up taking back Saxdorf. Which is kind of unfortunate because we want to get into war against them. Saxdorf is not exactly an important city or anything, but we don't want them to be winning. I was really hoping that they would give us an opportunity to go back south with a contract, but that is not the case. And since it is not the case, we're going to somewhat explore the wild, perhaps end up back in Grafenhaven. And I think we're going to get into these vacated dwellings at the beginning of the next episode. Alright, cool. So, our next ambition, we have 3 options. If we can win this war for one of the noble houses, our name will be unmatched. Let us pick a side, bask in the glory of battle, and get rich for it. That's what we want to do. We also have our company is ill-prepared to fight armored opponents. We shall train 2 men to master the hammer in combat. We already have 1 to master the hammer, but not 2. And I don't think it's likely we'll get a second. Hammer, bro. I mean, we could always look at Steezy, perhaps, and try and get him like a Warhammer, a one-handed Warhammer. That could be very easy to do or very difficult. And it says, should a battle or two go against us, we may find ourselves out of pocket and short of equipment. So we'll build a reserve of 10,000 crowns, which is also pretty easy. I think I'm going to do the reserve of 10,000 crowns just because I know how easy that is. We're completely healed and it's dawn. So guys, that's where I'm going to call it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. There are of course going to be plenty more to come. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I've been enjoying this series and the support that I've gotten for it. It feels pretty amazing. All the new subs and the people who like to leave comments for tips and suggestions. I appreciate it. I know some of these videos are getting to be a bit like fillery in terms of the types of enemies we're fighting. And trust me guys, I want to go out in the wilderness. I want to fight Lindworms. I want to fight, Unhold. I've only ever seen 2 groups of Unhold in this game, which is kind of miserable. They're an enemy that I really want to fight. And I'd love to get into that with them, but yeah, just no opportunities really presenting themselves. So we're going to explore the wild, take this fight, perhaps end up down here in Grafenhaven, where we may be able to get some quests to try and take Simptonburg. Either way, and if we don't get the opportunity to raid, which is what we want because we want to be able to pick apart the smaller groups of garrisons and things and take their loot. It's all about getting the tier 3 loot, and the garrisons have it. So we want to raid them and take that from them, as opposed to getting into huge battles where we risk lots of brothers. But anyway, that's kind of the general plan. That's where I want to end up in tomorrow's episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video if you did enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.